Hey there YouTube, it's the 10th of March and we're in Scotland. So today I was going to be fitting the summer wheels to my 4 Series, but it's snowing. So decided I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm in the garage and we're going to have a play with some ceramic coatings. This is the ceramic coating kit that I went and got, the Auto Finesse Caramics kit. And today I'm just going to be using the wheel protection kit from that. Seen a bit of debate online about is it proper ceramic coating. It's a 12-month duration. Some people say no, it's only a ceramic coating if it applies for years. I don't care about that. It's a beginner level kit, which is exactly what I am. These are the wheels we're going to be applying it to. BMW 442M in 19-inch. They've got the diamond cut face, anthracite painted insert. And in terms of preparation, I got these wheels from a BMW main dealer. They were taken off a car that was sold to someone who decided they wanted to upgrade their wheels. So I mean, these really are brand spanking new. They have been mounted, but you can see there's still the release nipples there on the tyres from where they were in the mould. These wheels have done a maximum of 10 miles. So aside from removing some sticky goo that was on them from storage, I've not had to do anything at all to prepare them. So let's go ahead and read the instructions. That'd be a good start. There we are, kit unboxed. So in the box you get your instructions, nice and plain and simple to read. Put the supplied gloves on, take care of your skin, and then spray the car with this prep spray, which as I understand it is an IPA, isopropyl alcohol spray, just to clean up any surface muck. And you clean that off with a microfiber towel. So I went Costco loyal, bought myself a nice big bag of microfiber towels at Costco. Once you've cleaned the prep spray off, you coat it with this, which is the wheel coating. And the wheel coating, you spray it on and give it a rub onto the surface with these microfiber towels that they provide. Interestingly, it didn't quote a cure time in the instructions. Didn't mention looking for the product to haze or anything like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and leave it to dwell on the surface for a minute or so once I've wiped it in. And then it says just to buff off with another clean microfiber towel and do it under good light so that you can check that you haven't got any smears, streaks or anything else like that. So I'm going to stick the gloves on, go ahead and set about my first wheel. So first up we have the prep spray and a clean microfiber. It says just to spray this on and buff off to make sure the surface is clean. So I'm going pretty much like you would applying a tyre dressing, round the outside, good coverage, and then I'll do the spokes and a little bit in the centre. And although this is my first time doing this, but I like to apply process to things, so first up I'm going to do the outside rim round the diamond cut section, and then after that we'll go for the spoke faces, the diamond cut surface on them, and do each one at a time. Make sure I know that I've covered every section of the wheel. Centre diamond cut section, the BMW badge, and then I'm going to go around the wheel working through each stage. So I'll probably fast forward through the various bits of this. So first up is going to be the inside bit of the split spokes. Then I'm going to do the open section of the spokes. Again, just going around the wheel, always going in the same direction, know that I'm not covering the same area twice and know that I've made sure to hit every section. Next up, going to do the actual surface of the edge of the barrel, and there's a double lip configuration in this. I need to make sure to hit the outside lip and the inside lip on the wheel and make sure that I catch the bits in the back here. And then last but not least, because this is the area most likely to have little bits of muck left in them, catch the bolt hole recesses. So there we go, and no real amount of dirt on the microfiber, so I think I did a pretty decent job clearing it. So next up, now that we've done the prep spray, it's onto the wheel coating itself. Now the instructions said to apply liberally. I'm not sure how liberal I need to be, but it's a micro sprayer and there's quite a lot of product in the bottle, so just going to go at it the same way that I did before. Do the outside rim first. And then the spokes, making sure to cover all of them, and a little bit extra in the centre. And then I need to work it in with the microfiber. They give you 4 of these little white microfibers, so I'm taking that to mean, you know, 1 per wheel. I have cheated on this a little bit and had a little bit of a play beforehand, and I notice it's really slippery on the surface, so I think a little goes a long way. I'm not sure quite how liberal you have to be, but anyway, I'm going to work it in, same method as before, doing sections round the wheel. So starting off with the edge, going round the diamond cut around the lip of the wheel, and then I'm going to go through it the same way as I did previously. So next up, surface of the spokes, and then working through all the different bits, last of all being the bolt holes. So I'm going to go ahead and speed this up so you don't have to watch me do this in real time. Okay, so now that that's applied, I'm going to go and set aside the applicator cloth, and I'll switch to my other camera just so I can show you the surface. This really is still wet. You can still see the streaks in it where the product has been smoothed on, and I'm going to go ahead and let that sit for a minute or so just to give it some bond time, cure time, whatever you want to call it. Hopefully this camera can just pick it up. You can see if I go in really close, you can still see a lot of the product on the surface. Now, I wouldn't say I was being massively liberal with the application of it, and I've rubbed it in thoroughly, but you can still see there's plenty of product sitting on the surface. So I'm only coating the faces and the edge of the lip on the rim of the wheels, but I don't think you'd have any difficulties with the volume of product you've got in doing the whole thing if you wanted to go ahead and include the inside of the barrels and fully ceramic coat the whole wheel. Okay, so I've gone ahead and let this sit on the surface for about a minute or so, and now I've got a clean microfiber and I'm going to buff that off same way as before, going around the rim, following a process to make sure I buff off every area of the wheel, and then we'll see how it looks once I've done. And there we go, the final result. the camera I don't think shows it up perfectly, but these look really shiny, and it's got a really glossy, sort of silky touch to the finish now. So sadly, I'm not going to be mounting these at the moment. Like I said, it's currently snowing, and I've just found out my car needs to go in for the dreaded EGR recall at the end of this week. But once I do get them fitted, I'll see how the ceramic coating holds up and performs. Okay, so final thoughts on the Auto Finesse Caramics wheel kit. That's me finished all 4 wheels. Took under an hour to do, and I've actually got a decent amount of product left, so if I have made a mess of applying this, I can make another video when I go back and try again. But the wheels look mega, just sitting here in the garage, so we'll just need to see how they stand up to real world use. Kit seemed really easy to use, all the stuff, really easy to apply. Everything you need apart from the buff off microfibers included in the kit, which was really good. I think in all fairness to Auto Finesse, this kit is aimed more at your DIYers, your enthusiasts, rather than your professionals. So if there isn't a dwell time on the product, it'd be useful just to give us that peace of mind in saying there's no real dwell time on the product. But aside from that, I found it really good, really easy to use. And probably last word on the video, I have watched some of the clips back. You can just about see my breath now as I'm breathing out. It is freezing cold in here, so I'm sorry for all the sniffing.